Morning arrived. Today, Adak would formally meet Chief Obinna. Today, truth and deception would stand face to face. Village square, decorated with palm fronds. Elders seated, Okonkwo and Numa present. Adak stands elegant, hair braided with cowrie shells. Drums announce the chief's arrival. He enters with attendants, gold glinting. Ah, the famous Adak, more beautiful than tales say. Adak bows but doesn't smile. Her eyes meet his, her gift activates, the world falls silent. We hear his heartbeat hollow, echoing, like an empty cave. Beneath it, whispers in forbidden languages. Please, sit, let us speak as tradition requires. Chief, tell us why you chose Adak. I am a man of great responsibility, I govern many, hold much land. But these mean nothing without someone to share them. When I heard of Adak's grace, I knew I'd found what I sought, beautiful words, perfect delivery. But Adak heard beneath them the lie in every sentence, the emptiness where love should be, the hunger. Why now, Chief? Why haven't you married before? I was married once, my wife died in childbirth, along with our child. The grief nearly destroyed me, but now I'm ready to honor those I lost by creating new life. Every word was a lie, the wife had died, but not in childbirth. She'd withered after their wedding night, her life drained by the same darkness that now hungered for Adak. What do you dream of at night? I dream of prosperity, peace, children. Why ask such things? Because dreams reveal the heart. And I needed to know your heart. Long pause, everyone waits. I thank you for your generous offer, Chief Obinna, but I must respectfully decline. I cannot marry you, gasps, the chief's face goes from shock to fury. You refuse me. I do, my heart tells me this marriage would bring only sorrow. Do you know what you're throwing away? My granddaughter has spoken. In our tradition, a woman may refuse any proposal. This is ancestral law. I will not be insulted. You and your village will learn what it means to refuse Chief Obinna. He strides away. As he passes Adak, he whispers, you should have said yes. Now, when I come for you, you'll have no protection. Just you, me, and the darkness that hungers. Night, Okonkwo's compound. Gathered, Okonkwo, Adak, Numa, and Dale, a young palm wine tapper. I heard what happened. The chief's words carried darkness. I've studied the old wisdom. I know the signs of an unclean pact. How do we fight such things with tradition? 3 years ago, Chief Obinna was middling wealthy. Then overnight, fortunes multiplied, enemies fell sick, crops never failed. This is the result of bargaining with forces demanding payment in human suffering. When I heard his heartbeat, I heard whispers from somewhere dark and cold. Something lives inside him, it needs to feed regularly. That's why he came for you, not for love, but for sacrifice. The palm wine ceremony. Exactly. Marriage wine must be given freely, drunk willingly, accepted by ancestors. If refused, or if it touches ground before the groom drinks, the marriage is rejected by the spiritual world. No pact can overcome that. We announce the ceremony will proceed. We invite the chief, we follow every tradition. And when you present the wine, you refuse him publicly. You pour it onto the ground. You speak the truth of his heart aloud. When wine touches earth and you speak truth before ancestors, his pact breaks. The darkness turns on him, then we do this, whatever happens, all speak the truth. The ancestors protect those who defend truth, today's past in preparation. On the third day, the village had never looked more beautiful or felt more tense. Village square transformed, palm fronds, white chalk protection symbols. Entire village gathered, musicians ready. But underneath, anxiety. Adak prepared, women tie marriage wrapper, braid hair with red beads, paint hands with henna. She's radiant but calm. You're the bravest person I've ever known. The ancestors are watching. There's power in public witness, drums, the chief's procession larger, more intimidating. Guards with machetes, Chief Obinna dressed grandly, gold like armor. Ceremony begins. Village forms a circle. Okonkwo stands center, holding ceremonial palm wine cup. My people, we gather to witness sacred joining of two lives. This is covenant before ancestors. What is done here binds both worlds. Chief Obinna sits on his throne chair, smiling, certain of victory. Chief Obina, you've honored my doorstep. Though my heart is heavy to lose my only child, I recognize this union brings prosperity. Daughter, take this wine. When you give him this wine, and he drinks, you shall become one before our ancestors, blessed for all time. Adak takes the cup. Silence, even drums stop. She begins walking toward the chief, her steps slow, measured. The chief leans forward, smiling. At last, come, my beauty, let us drink and celebrate. Adak walks 10 steps, 5, 3, she stands before him. The village holds its breath. Adak looks into the chief's eyes, her gift activates. She sees it all, the pact, 3 other women before her, their lives drained. The thing in his shadow, his plan for her, she sees everything. In that moment, Adak knew this wasn't just about survival, it was about breaking a cycle of evil that had gone on too long. No. What? I said no. I will not give you this wine. I will not become your wife. I will not give you my life to feed the darkness in your soul. With deliberate motion, Adak lifts the cup high and pours the sacred palm wine onto the ground at his feet. It splashes onto earth, dark as blood, spreading. Collective gasp, the ancestors have witnessed. I know what you are, Obina of Amik, I've heard your corrupted heart. You didn't come seeking a wife, you came seeking a sacrifice. You made a pact with darkness, trading human lives for wealth. 3 women before me die in your compounds. You thought to make me the 4th. Crowd erupts in shock. The chief's guards move, but Dale steps between them and Adak. Don't touch her, the ancestors have spoken. Our traditions are clear. If marriage wine touches ground before the groom drinks, the union is rejected by the gods. No force can override this, you lying witch. Shadows around him grow darker, air grows cold, people cry out. The earth beneath spilled wine steams and hisses. Look, the earth recoils, the ancestors have judged rejection. The chief staggers, clutching his chest. Face contorts in pain, shadows writhe, taking horrible shapes. Guards back away, no, the pact. She was supposed to accept, you promised 10 more years. You failed, Obina, you broke the covenant. The sacrifice refused, the wine was rejected. The debt comes due, now, the chief falls, screaming. Shadows wrap around him like hands, crowd scatters. Only Adak, Dale, Numa, and Okonkwo stand firm. I would rather remain a maiden all my days than be a living sacrifice. Your hands are covered in innocent blood. Let the darkness you fed now feast on you instead. With final scream, the chief collapses, shadows engulf him, then withdraw into earth. When they recede, he lies aged decades, gold tarnished, clothes in tatters, alive but broken, all power stripped. Villagers move not to the chief, but to Adak, they circle her protectively. Dale places hand on her shoulder, Numa embraces her. Okonkwo holds his daughter, weeping. My brave, brave daughter, truth triumphed over deception. Courage defeated corruption, a young woman's refusal became legend. Chief Obina was carried back to Amik broken, stripped of wealth and power, his name a warning. Village celebrates, musicians play, people dance. Adak stands in the center, safe and honored. Adak's name was spoken with reverence, parents told daughters her story. Young men learned to respect a woman's right to choose. The gift of heart hearing was recognized as sacred, trust discerning truth from lies, light from darkness. Time passes, Adak teaching young girls. Working alongside Dale, growing affection between them. In time, when Adak chose to marry, it was to Dale, who had stood beside her. Their union was blessed, built on truth, courage, and genuine love. To their first daughter, Adak passed on the gift of heart hearing and the wisdom to use it well. Years later, older Adak beneath a tree, surrounded by children. Gray in her hair, but eyes sharp, Dale sits nearby smiling. Numa's spirit watches, pleased. And that, little ones, is why we must listen to our hearts. Not fear or greed, but the deep, true song telling right from wrong. Some gifts seem like burdens, some truths are difficult to speak. But there's no greater power than knowing yourself, speaking truth, and standing firm in what's right. Even when it's scary, oh, especially when it's scary. Courage isn't the absence of fear. Courage is being afraid and doing what is right anyway. And so the story was passed down, a reminder that in a world where sweet words hide bitter intentions, the ability to hear truth is the greatest gift. This is the tale of the bride who refused, who poured wine onto ground and saved herself and her village from darkness. May we all have such courage. May we honor truth over comfort. This story is ended, but the lesson lives on. Camera pulls back, village thriving. Children playing, peace, sunsets golden, drums beat celebration.